Hello friends, I am Dr. Madhukar Jadhav. In the last lecture, we have seen the first part of prismatic compass. In that, we have studied what is meant by prismatic compass, then different types of medians, then types of compass, then temporary adjustment of prismatic compass, and finally comparison between prismatic compass and surveyor's compass. In this lecture, we are going to study regarding the types of bearing, in that whole circle bearing and quadrantal bearing, then comparison between whole circle bearing and quadrantal bearing, and what is meant by fore bearing and back bearing. So starting with the whole circle bearing. Whole circle bearing and quadrantal bearing are also called as reduced bearing, are two different types of bearing measurements used in prismatic compass surveying. So we will study these two in detail. Whole circle bearing. The horizontal angle made by survey line with magnetic north in clockwise direction is the whole circle bearing of survey line. Only the magnetic north line is considered as a reference line in whole circle bearing. So in short, whole circle bearing is an angle made by a survey line with magnetic north direction. Second, quadrantal bearing or reduced bearing. The horizontal angle made by a survey line with the magnetic north or south, both pole we have to consider, magnetic north or south, whichever is closer to survey line, in the eastward or westward direction is the quadrantal bearing or reduced bearing of a survey line. Both magnetic north and south pole are considered as a reference line in quadrantal bearing system or reduced bearing system. Now diagrammatically the both bearings are shown, so we will see one by one. First, whole circle bearing. So in the figure, this is the north direction, this is south, this is east and west. Now in this figure, this is survey line, say OB. Now angle made by this survey line with north direction, this angle is called as whole circle bearing of line OB. Okay, whole circle bearing of line OB. Then reduced bearing or quadrantal bearing. Second figure, same line we are considered, say OB line. Now as line is in third quadrant, so for this line south pole or south direction is nearer, so bearing is measured with respect to south. So this angle is called as quadrantal bearing or reduced bearing. So reduced bearing of this line OB is equal to, say, S 60 degree W. So this is in short about whole circle bearing and the quadrantal bearing. Next, whole circle bearing system. Now depending upon the position of lines in different quadrant, how the value of whole circle bearing changes, that we are going to see from this figure. Now see, north, south, east and west, and various lines they have given, line AB, line AC, line AD and line AF. Now most important thing in this figure, this is the NE quadrant is called as first quadrant. In surveying, the quadrant are measured or designated clockwise. So NE quadrant is the first quadrant, SE quadrant is the second quadrant, then SW quadrant is the third quadrant and NW quadrant is the fourth quadrant. So line AB falls in NE quadrant, means first, line AC falls in second quadrant, line AD falls in third quadrant and line AF falls in fourth quadrant. So accordingly we will see the whole circle bearings of these lines. So line AB, so this is the line AB and this is the angle made by line AB with reference north. So this theta 1 is called as whole circle bearing of line AB. Now for the first quadrant, whole circle bearing and the reduced bearing are same. Then second line AC. Now for this line AC, south pole is this, or this is the angle measured with respect to north direction. So this theta 2 is the whole circle bearing of line AC. Then third line AD. Now for the third line, this is the angle measured with respect to north. So theta 3 is the whole circle bearing of line AD. And last line AF, the angle measured from north. So this angle is called as whole circle bearing of line AF. Then next we will see the quadrantal bearing in the same way. So quadrantal bearing or reduced bearing. Now in this figure, say OA is the line falls in first quadrant, OB line falls in second quadrant, OC in third quadrant and OD in fourth quadrant. Now how to measure the quadrantal bearing of these lines? Now see, for this line OA, north pole is nearer, so bearing is measured with respect to north. So this 60 degree is the quadrantal bearing or reduced bearing of line OA, and it is written as N 60 degree E. Quadrants are written depending upon the position of line in which quadrant that particular line falls. Then line OB falls in second quadrant, and for this line AB, south direction is nearer, so angle is measured with respect to south, say 40 degree. So for line for line OB, the quadrantal bearing is S 40 degree E. Then next line OC falls in third quadrant. Again for the line OC, the south direction is nearer, so angle is measured with respect to south. Hence quadrantal bearing of line OC is S 30 degree W. And similarly for the OD line falls in fourth quadrant, so N 40 degree W is the quadrantal bearing of the line. So this is regarding quadrantal bearing, or we can say reduced bearing. Then next we will see the comparison between whole circle bearing and the quadrantal bearing. First point of comparison, the horizontal angle made by a line with the magnetic north in the clockwise direction is the whole circle bearing of the line. So important thing in whole circle bearing is that angle is always measured clockwise from the north direction. In case of quadrantal bearing, the horizontal angle made by survey line with magnetic north or magnetic south, whichever is closer from the line, in the eastward direction or westward direction, is the quadrantal bearing or reduced bearing of survey line. So first comparison between the two. Second comparison, the clockwise angle from the reference line is only taken. As I have told, clockwise angle is only measured clockwise direction, while in case of quadrantal bearing, both clockwise as well as anti-clockwise angles from the reference line is taken. Okay. Then third difference, the value of whole circle bearing varies from 0 to 360 degree. Value of whole circle bearing varies from 0 to 360 degree, while the value of reduced bearing or quadrantal bearing varies from 0 to 90 degree only. And finally, examples of whole circle bearing: 26 degree when line falls in first quadrant, then 121 degree, then 245 degree, and 350 degree when line falls in fourth quadrant. Examples of WCB. Then examples of reduced bearing or quadrantal bearing. So when line falls in first quadrant, then N 26 degree E. Similarly, second quadrant S 59 E, third quadrant S 65 W, and N 10 degree W. So these whatever the values that values are just tentative values. Then sometimes it is necessary to convert whole circle bearing to quadrantal form and quadrantal bearing to whole circle form. So for that this is the conversion table. So by using this table or by using these rules, we can convert bearing from whole circle to quadrantal or from quadrantal to whole circle. So first case, when whole circle bearing is between 0 to 9, then rule is same, that is WCB is equal to QB, and at that time quadrant is first quadrant, that is NE. Second case, when the WCB is between 90 to 180 degree, then rule is to calculate RB is equal to 180 degree minus WCB. In that case the quadrant is second quadrant SE. Then third case is when the WCB is between 180 degree to 270 degree, the rule is RB is equal to WCB minus 180 degree, and the quadrant is third quadrant SW. And the fourth case is when whole circle bearing is between 270 to 360 degree, the rule is reduced bearing or quadrantal bearing is equal to 360 minus WCB, and the quadrant is fourth one. Then next we are going to study the what is mean by forebearing and what is mean by back bearing of a line. So first, forebearing. When bearing of a survey line is measured in the direction of progress of survey line is called as forebearing of a line. Then back bearing. When bearing of a line is measured in the direction opposite to progress of survey line is called as back bearing. So see from this figure, this is point A, this is point B, means line AB, and we want to measure the forebearing and back bearing of line AB. Now see, when bearing is measured from A towards B, means this angle alpha, then this bearing is called as forebearing of line AB. This is called as forebearing of line AB, means it is measured in forward direction. Then if prismatic compass is at B and bearing is measured from B towards A like this, so this bearing is called as back bearing of line AB, not line BA. It is a back bearing of line AB. So NAB is equal to alpha is the forebearing of line AB, and NBA is equal to beta, that is back bearing of line AB. Now as we know, the difference between forebearing and back bearing is always 180 degree, provided that no local attraction or error is present. Then forebearing minus back bearing is equal to 180 degree, or back bearing of a survey line is equal to forebearing plus or minus 180 degree. By this formula we can find out back bearing if the forebearing of line is known, and we can find out forebearing if back bearing of line is known. So this is about say forebearing, back bearing, whole circle bearing, quadrantal bearing, and we can say comparison between whole circle and quadrantal bearing. So this is enough in this lecture. Thank you.